Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
How dare you!
I double dare you, motherfucker!
And here we are. Good, everything is working. It seems it is working, I'm pretty sure. Welcome, my name is Ike. This is Switzerland.playit. Every day, 10 AM, TAGN, the Angry Game News here on this channel. On Rumble, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. The same name, everywhere. Switzerland.playit, one word. I inform you about gaming news, about the game industry, about pop culture, about movies and TV shows, all alike. But I try to focus primarily just on games, but not always possible. And today you're gonna get some, I guess you call it pop culture news. Our main attraction is gonna be about VShojo, about the VTuber platform that is gonna close. Before we come to that news though, let's just do the regular news, the little ones, and the might be interesting ones for you too. Yesterday I reported about South Park coming, no, was it yesterday? Maybe on Wednesday? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Trey Parker and Matt Stone got a deal with Paramount to stream all of South Park now on Paramount Plus for $1.5 billion 5-year contract. And they already started with a new episode. The next season just started. South Park returns from brink of death with jaw-dropping dunks on President Trump. I wouldn't call it jaw-dropping, I just find it funny. And that they go directly for Trump, interesting. I have nothing against it. Keep it going. But I see a little bit meltdown on Trump fans. Let's see how that goes, though, in the future. For a second there, it looked like South Park may never return, but now the show is back and waging its most direct assault on a public figure since Saddam Hussein was hooking up with Satan. I don't think that's the first direct assault. I think they do that in every episode with some celebrities. But yeah. And the article just goes deeper into all kinds of stuff. I watched the episode. It is funny. I still like South Park. I don't care that they go for Trump now, because South Park was always, if not contemporary, like in the time in the zeitgeist of the culture in general, they were always ahead. If not in time, they were always a little bit ahead. And they might show like how many people really feel, about Trump, but don't admit to other Trump fans. Ahoy Eden, ahoy Haste, ahoy John Thunder. So let's see how that goes though, because we have still hardcore Trump fans. Like the same mentality actually we saw with Biden and Harris, just not admitting if they do anything wrong, just never admit. It's all right, it's everything all right. And South Park might ignite something like a discussion, hopefully, to view Trump a little bit more skeptical. That's just my take. I think the episode was fine. They could have started a little bit more funny overall. I'm not going to tell a lot. You see Trump's little wiener in this episode. So there's that. They blurred it out here, but yeah, you see his wiener a few times. In bed with Zayton mainly. He shows his wiener again and all that. Does that help any cause? I don't know, but funny nonetheless. Oh, ouch my junk. Go watch the episode and decide for yourself if you find it funny or not. And see how much of a Trump fan you are. WuChang Fallen Feathers lifts off with 115,000 concurrent players and mostly negative reviews on Steam. Not a good view there. WuChang Fallen Feathers is out now and it's having a big start on Steam. The $50 US dollar game reached more than 115,000 peak current players according to Steam's publicly available statistics. That sounds like a big start. I think it's a big start for sure. Especially the price is nice, right? The price is nice, wow. But yeah. That sounds like a big start, but any comparison to other Steam games would be inexact, incomplete and unfair. What we do know is that the numbers on Steam represent just a portion of the game's total possible audience, as the title is also available on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, as well as Epic Games Store. Further, it's available on Game Pass, which in theory would help to boost the game's players number. However, user reviews haven't been glowing thus far. Regarding the poor reviews on Steam, many people are citing performance issues in their reviews. The game's social media page have not yet addressed the reported performance issues. As for now, they have addressed it, and we're going to go right there. The game is doing overall fine, but they have performance issues. A brief statement from Lindsay Games and 505 Games, which is the publisher, that's the developer. These problems should never have occurred, and we deeply regret the inconvenience and negative experience some players are currently facing. That is a nonsensical statement. Of course, I highly hope those performance issues, those problems, never should have occurred. That's like saying, yeah, we didn't want it. Wow, yeah. Big deal there. But yeah, they addressed it and they are working hard now on a patch for performance stuff. But 115,000 concurrent players, it's way more than we had like with the other game. What was it called? I even forgot the game's name. Mind's Eye. Who had like, what, 3,500 max players concurrent, and had also a lot of performance issues. Negative reviews because of bad performance, make fun of everyone. I'm for that too. It uses Unreal Engine version 5.1, the same shit Stalker uses. Oh, John Thunder hates, actually, Unreal Engine. He hates, he would love to see it gone. I'm telling you. I know because I tested it. He did on his YouTube channel. Jackson, oh, that doesn't work here. Ouch, my junk, you should fucking know. Wu-Chang Clang ain't nothing to fuck it. Performance issue with the new games is why I went back to a console, PS5 Pro Master Race. Yeah, but I assume this game has also a little bit of issues on PS5. I'm pretty sure, actually. I haven't seen anything, but When it has performance issues on PC, usually it has also on consoles issues. Would be weird if it hadn't any issues. I guess it's a wise move. It's probably de novo. I don't know. $15. Usually the Nuvo games are like maxed priced out because the Nuvo is not cheap, right? So they try to make money back somehow. No, it doesn't have the Nuvo. Lol, mine's a total third. Yep, tested it for a few hours, deleted the game, also made a short. It's smooth from what I played on PS5. Oh, you played it on PS5. All this money he is investing, this Haste guy. Anyhow, better news for audio fans, for music fans. Clair Obscure Expedition 33 vinyl announced by Jen Starr and Jennifer. Jennifer, for you fucker. How do you can make it? I didn't spot it previously. Jennifer English, which is the main voice actor for Mile. It's not Bennifer. Is it Bennifer all of a sudden? Am I in a different timeline? For sure. Oh, it is Bennifer. I was in a different timeline. Holy shit. Whatever. Bennifer, sorry, my bad. I own it. I am a retard. Nonetheless. The release, which comes from Sandfall Interactive, Kepler Interactive, and Laced Records, will be released as a 6 LP box set, and 8 CD set, and a double LP. The collection was announced in a new social media video from the game's stars Jennifer. Now it's Jennifer again. What the fuck? But it's in the video, it's Bennifer, so this guy was also confused. So maybe I had only this in mind for some reason. And Ben Starr, which you can view below. The Clair Obscure Expedition 33 music collection, it has a lot of music in it, will ship in February 2026. The 6 LP collection will cost $145. The double LP will cost $42, and the 8 CD collection will cost $44. I think that's a good price. I think $44 for a 8 CD collection. A very fair price. Vinyl is just a little bit more expensive to produce, so that's, I guess, also okay. And it's gonna sound fine on CD. Just buy the CDs. I mean, if you enjoy vinyl a lot, sure, go for it. Invest like the triple amount, but 8 CDs for $44. Good deal there. Yeah, the game has outstanding music actually, so you should get it if you love music and if you have money. Get the music guy and roleplay as Gustav. You already have the mustache. I played the game on my channel. You never watched me playing. What the fuck is wrong with you, John? And Gustav is very dead. Oh, spoiler. Sorry. US dollars? Is the Zoo D-Track good? The Zoo T? What is the Zoo Track? Oh, big Z. I don't know what you're talking about. Little side news. There was this Nintendo Play. There's the Nintendo Play Today app, and there was a little news that Mario and Princess Peach are just friends, by the way. So don't get your hopes very high that they're ever gonna marry. They are just friends. Good friends who help each other. Princess Peach and Mario are good friends and help each other out whenever they can. Yeah, I don't know about that. In the digital age that you can just state that in an app, it's an official app, Nintendo Today app, but still, will that hold up? Is that canonical? Is that like in stone now? I'm not so sure. Because what I saw in the earlier games, in the previous games where you couldn't change stuff, and that you made like announcements in magazines and all that, they look a lot like a couple to me already. So I think you might track back sooner or later on this statement here. And it's just weird because, yeah, back in the days, like I said, you had magazines, you had all kinds of papers to look through and to read about the characters and all that. And in the games, you see the princess kisses Mario. Is that just a friendly kiss because of the you saved your friend? Hard to swallow, and you might lose fans, like hardcore fans, who are now after what 4 decades thinking, what the fuck, man? I hoped for a fucking marriage in the next Mario movie at least. But it seems like for now they are just friends. Are you sad? It's a very good soundtrack. It is. Hope your real name isn't Mario, guys. Otherwise, Nintendo will sue you. There is a chance, but it's a low chance. Clair Obscur probably is the best soundtrack since Final Fantasy PlayStation 1 days. It's not so high for me, but it is a very good soundtrack. It is very like fitting in every scene in the game, which is a good sign overall. They did a great job. And that's the most interesting part about the soundtrack in Clair Obscur. It's like an external company did that. They had like just put out the order, go do that for us, please. They made the soundtrack, made many tracks, like fucking 8 CDs you can have full of soundtrack, or you can listen to all of it on Spotify, by the way. And yeah, it's a very good soundtrack. Is it the best since Final Fantasy VII? What you would suggest here, I guess. Interesting. I guess I should try playing the game. Only benchmarked it. You and your benchmarks. And yeah, are you sad about Mario and Peach just being friends? Is that of any value, this news for you guys? But there you have it. It's official on the Nintendo Today app. For now. I'm not playing this game so far. Never played any of the Elden Ring. Neither the base game nor the expansion or the Night Rain. Isn't Night Rain should be a standalone expansion, right? Something like that. But I can't deny the success of it. It is very successful. Many people love it. So we have to talk about it. Elden Ring, Night Rain, Shadow of the Erdtree, which is a stupid word. It's a mixture of German and fucking English. Japanese, as usual. Hit major sales milestone. FromSoft has announced a major sales milestone for Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erdtree expansion and its multiplayer spin-off Elden Ring Night Rain. Shadow of the Erdtree, the well-received expansion for the Elden Ring that released last June, has passed 10 million worldwide sales. That's crazy. That's really crazy, actually. Big numbers. Meanwhile, the cooperative roguelike spin-off Elden Ring Night Rain has surpassed 5 million units sold globally since launch on May 30th. This news comes after From Software announced in April that the original Elden Ring had shipped 30 million units since launching in 2022. A Switch 2 port called Elden Ring Tarnished Edition is slated to launch later this year. Additionally, a live-action film directed by Alex Garland and developed by A24 is also in the works. I talked about that when it was first announced. Needless to say, the Elden Ring franchise has proven incredibly lucrative for FromSoft. Whether or not it will follow up on that success with a proper sequel remains to be seen. But the developer has already announced its next action game, The Duskbloods, which launch exclusively for Switch 2 next year. Yeah, we had this announcement also quite a while now. People were a little bit confused. Really? Exclusive FromSoft for Nintendo Switch? That's weird, but it's gonna be a big success, I'm telling you right now. So yeah, there are big fucking numbers. Big fucking numbers. Good for them, making money. People seems to enjoy a lot, so why not? Don't fuck people over. Don't put your wiener in people's butt. In Minecraft. Diablo 4 will release in a new massive market soon. Yeah, it's a Chinese market. Let me take a little look-see. FG6 soundtrack is better than FF7. That's a lie. Big Z needs to be banned from Rumble completely. Fuck off. No, FF7 is best soundtrack. Just because it was actually like audio-wise on CD. Yeah, I know it's MIDI files, but still, you get the CD versions too. What's better is a recent soundtrack? Right now, I don't know. I don't know right now a recent soundtrack. So for this year, of course, I would agree it's absolutely Clair Obscur soundtrack. Best. Could never get into Elden Ring, tried Night Rain for 1 hour, then deleted it. Those are the hardcore Souls-like game. John Thunder don't like those, it seems. Oh, unique breakfast taco. You need to fix that the mod do not have any frame rate spikes on PC for Elden Ring. Does not matter how good your PC is. I haven't never tried it, so I can't talk about it. I have no idea. Yeah, FromSoft games are tailored for reduced latency versus smoothness. I mean, it's a 2022, 2023 game, so it should run smooth in today's time, though. On at least 5000 series RTX, for example. Diablo 4 will finally release in China following governmental approval by China's National Press and Publication Administration. As spotted by Wowhead, Diablo 4 was one of the just 7 foreign-made games to be approved in July by the government agency, with 127 Chinese-developed titles also approved. This brings the total number of foreign games approved to release this year in China to 62. Yeah, the communists don't want to inflate their communist mind there with too much Western ideas, I guess. On the other hand, they have less woke too, which is kind of weird, right? It's communism too. It's a woke inherently, with just a different kind of woke. But they don't have our woke in their games. They don't like that woke. While the number of approved foreign games has increased in the recent years due to the approval process now occurring monthly instead of every 2 months, there was a period from July 2021 to March 2022 when no new games were approved for release. Last month, China approved a record 158 new games for release, a multi-year high according to the Chinese news outlet Yikai Global. It's a big win for Blizzard, which re-partnered with Chinese gaming giant NetEase in 2024 to re-release games like World of Warcraft and Overwatch 2 in China, following licensing disagreements that saw many Blizzard's titles, including WoW, go offline in the region for most of 2023 and some of 2024. It was during this period when many Blizzard games were unplayable in China that Diablo 4 released globally in June 2023, and I have not touched Diablo 4 because fuck Blizzard. Just fuck Blizzard. Blizzard and NetEase have not yet announced an official release date for Diablo 4 in China, but when it does arrive, it will likely include a number of changes from the version the rest of the world plays. Previously, Blizzard games in China have operated on their own separate, region-locked clients and servers and often receive region-exclusive events and cosmetics. Yeah, the Chinese government is mainly concerned about some like religious stuff in their games. They don't want to see like Western religion stuff in their games. Christianity is not super welcome, not only Christianity, even Islam and all just religion in general. It's communism. That's their religion. If you praise the communist mind and the character of communism, they're going to be happy with that. But other than that, religion not very welcome there. And they, for some odd reason, hate skeletons. I don't know why. I never looked into it why they hate skeletons, but that's just the reality of it. That's why, for example, World of Warcraft is mainly different. You don't see skeletons in the Chinese version. Weird, but that's how it is, man. Oh, in Euro. Remember to repost? Yeah, you can do that. It might help. Who knows? I thank you. Smash that bacon in your mouth. Don't smash bacon in your mouth. That might hurt you. Yeah, there's still some Japanese devs that have trouble with games on PC. Looking at you, Gust, Atelier Games. Diablo 4 played beta 2 hours with Druid, saw how bad it was, deleted. Don't they have re-education kind of camps for Muslims? It's not re-education, and it's not only for Muslims, it's for everybody who tries to influence society with religions, you know, and who go against the communistic party. And since Muslims are like the biggest minority there, like religion-wise, yeah, of course they're gonna be putting camps if they stick to their religion and like pray on the streets or like do propaganda on the streets. You're gonna go into a camp and probably assemble some electronics. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows, really? One-Winged Angel is overrated. It's not. It's very good. Shut up. Big Z. I'm playing Diablo 1 with the Evolution engine. Never played that. I mean, I played Diablo 1, but never with a different engine. Dancing Mad is better. Dancing Mad? That's an engine? Sounds interesting. Never tried that. But communism brought us gutter oil. Gutter oil? What? I don't know what you mean. I'm not sure if I want to know. But thank you for that. Big information. Good news! That was a concern. I know, I remember, because I listened to John Thunder, for example. He doesn't listen to me a lot, though, unfortunately. Like, nobody listens to me, despite I'm being right all the fucking time. You're gonna learn sooner or later. And when I'm not right, I'm gonna admit it, that I failed. But I'm right. PS5 Vampire RPG, The Blood of Dawnwalker explains why its time limit isn't really a time limit. And I was concerned, I told John Thunder on this show that it might be not a real issue, it might be just how the game displays it like as a mechanic overall. And they finally confirmed something like that. We've seen a lot of concerns raised about the Blood of Dawnwalker's central time limit mechanic, but it really doesn't sound like the kind of system that's going to stop you from just taking your time. Here's the pitch. In Rebel Wolf's upcoming RPG, protagonist Cohen has 30 in-game days and nights to save his family from the clutches of the local vampire lord. However, there is no time of date or calendar system that's constantly ticking along in the background. So it's not like you close the game and the time is still running. That's one element. Instead, time moves forward depending on your actions. You're free to wander around the world and explore as much as you want, but certain player decisions, through dialogue options and whatnot, will advance the clock. Basically, it's like Persona or Metaphor ReFantasio. You are technically on a time limit, but you determine how and when it moves along. Exploration, combat, etc. don't push time forward at all, the studio reassures on social media. Only finishing quests and some other actions, such as specific dialogue options, affects the time. It explains and clarifies that the time spending decisions will be indicated by a small hourglass icon. That's what I thought. I watched like this long presentation, what was it, 22, 23 minutes long presentation of the game. And they didn't show like a lot in it, just visually and a little bit fighting and all that in the early game. And I was like, it's a little bit weird this time thing, but I don't think they're gonna force you to just power through the game because you're on a timer. PS, you failed at Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Yeah, nobody wins just right away. I played more of it off stream, by the way. No, you don't. Got to step outside for a bit later. Later, John. Back to work. Take care, everyone. Taco, you take care too. Bye-bye. So yeah, there's the time thing explained. You're not gonna have to rush. You can take your time. Exploring the world, fighting, leveling up, but decisions in the main game, in the story, will move forward the time. I'm just briefly going to talk about this one. Critical Role, The Legends of Vox Machinima is getting a 5th and final season. So I started watching this show. It's an Amazon show, and Critical Role is this major like Dungeons and Dragons community and makes up stories about Dungeons and Dragons and all that. And they got this Vox Machinima, Legend of Vox Machinima, on the screens. I liked season 1. Season 2 was meh. Season 3, yeah. It's always the same. It feels like they are not progressing really, in my opinion. I just wanted to point out they're going to come with a 5th and final season here. We got the news out. What I don't like is, especially about such shows, is this is super violent. You're going to get like beheaded, split up, tear apart, burned alive, and all that shit. Like gory and violence, a lot of it in the whole show, you know. I don't mind that, but if you are for adults, if you're that much for adults, for fuck's sake, show me nipples once in a while. You don't need to show me porn. You don't need to show me penetration. But at least show me some nipples that you are really adults. Why can't you show nipples but show me all this gore and this violence? What is wrong? Something is wrong in your mind if you are so against nipples, but have no problem showing all this violence and gore. You know, that means in my eyes, you're pretty much probably a psychopath. You might be a psychopath if you enjoy that so much. Just saying. Just saying. I can watch Western cartoons. Yeah, it has the same style, like for example Invincible, more or less. A little bit better quality, drawing and all that. A bit better backgrounds overall. But Invincible is the same, even more gory and more brutal. No fucking nipples, never ever. Invincible is also more gayer, though. That's that. I'm also burned out on cartoons and anime in general. Yeah, we had all our times where we watched a lot of those, right? Oh, Ike, what? Here's nipples. On male figures, characters, sure. Yeah, but there you have it. Final season is coming. It's greenlit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Somebody has the same concerns as me. I really hope Battlefield 6 isn't flooded with dumb crossover skins. Earlier today, after months of teasers, leaks, and rumors, EA and Battlefield Studios finally unveiled the first official trailer for Battlefield 6. And what we've seen so far seems great. I just hope that EA avoids following Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, Destiny 2, and countless other games that have chased Fortnite and added endless and often dumb crossover skins and ruined each game's aesthetics in the process. I'm pretty sure they're gonna ruin that with this too, in the online part for sure. I'm confident they're gonna ruin it. I think we're gonna see a lot of skins in this game, because you might remember we had like those news about Battlefield 6 that Their goal is to reach 100 million players. An insane amount of number, an insane amount of players, right? So if you want to reach that amount of players, you in the online field especially, you have to have the good battle royale mode, whatever, and of course, people are gonna demand some house skins, and you want the money back because it's gonna be super expensive. This game. EA is putting a lot of eggs in this basket, and that's how you make money. It seems today in today's time with those stupid, silly skins. There you have it. Somebody has the same thought like me, but our hope is going to be destroyed. Zeta Gundam is the best anime, by the way. The best anime? Not for me. I haven't seen it though. I'm not super into Gundam Big Mech anime. Lelouch is like the one and only that I really like. Lelouch Rebellion. Little outlook, because I like the show, the original show actually. Very good. Here's our first look at the new Avatar sequel series set after Korra. They just show us, because San Diego Comic-Con is ongoing right now, and they show a lot of stuff. So the news were flooded with all kinds of comic-related issues and topics and all that. And that's the first new frame of the art style. I don't know, man. I like the first show, the original show, The Last Airbender. Very well made. Had a great ending. It didn't need any sequels, actually. Korra pulled it off, though. Korra was nice, was okay. It was at the end gay, but yeah, it is what it is, right? But overall, nice fighting, nice effects, nice music and all that. It fits all together. But seeing the art style of this one, I don't know. It is a mixture of Western and anime. This Western, very low color amount, you know what I mean? But then also anime faces. I don't know how to feel about that. And I don't know who ever asked about the sequel of Avatar now. But yeah, there you have it. Maybe another series destroyed for you. Lelouch is knockoff Gundam. Did Korra have scissoring? Not depicted, but yes. Of course. That scissoring. Gundam is a knockoff. Lelouch is a knockoff Gundam. I haven't watched a lot of Gundam. I never watched any Gundam show, like just snippets here and there, so I can't tell. Lelouch is very unique in my opinion, because it was not about the machines. It was really about the revenge. This revenge path he had ongoing there. You know. Are we already towards the end here? Maybe we should put that a little bit later, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Take a little look-see into other news. This was a cringe-worthy news. But whatever, man. The Fantastic Four First Steps cast jokes about including Invisible Woman's Marvel Rivals Malice skin in sequels as reaction goes viral. I'm not gonna read from this. Should we play?
Let's show you. Let's show you what it is. Not this one. This.
I guess we just watch a little bit of this one clip here. Are you prepared for excitement? For authenticity? Are you prepared for realism? If yes, you're not going to get any of this in this clip. So the cast was like in the room with this lady here. What is her channel called? Loser Fruit. think it was Loser Fruit. Yeah, Loser Fruit. A big YouTuber, 5 whatever millions subscribers there, and yeah, just let's
show you what it is. Not this one. This one.
Thank you. This is my favorite bit of her as well.
That's nice.
Yeah, they're pretending like they super enjoying this whole game session with Loser Fruit. I already don't like her though, this Loser Fruit girl. You know why? Because she looks like the younger sister of Taylor Lawrence, the journalist. You remember Taylor Lawrence? If not, you missed. Oh, thank you. As usual, fucking Twitter is stupid. Watch it on X. X is gay.
This one. This one.
Thank you. This is my favorite bit of her.
So she pretends, oh yeah, I'm super into this now.
Guys, watch out.
I want this skin in the sequel.
You better watch it.
Here we go. Costume designer, take note.
So
Oh, thank you, Pedro Pascal. You're such an amazing observer there.
what we're going to do is I'm going to teach you all your characters.
I'm trying to do this clobbering time.
Note.
So
You're a little bit
You better
close
watch
up.
it.
Here we go.
Don't tell me she doesn't look like Taylor Lawrence a lot. Don't tell me she doesn't look like Taylor Lawrence herself, actually. She has her this fake smile. I have to smile. Fucking Mr. Beast smile, how I call it. Like pretending to be happy all
So
the
what we're
fucking
going to do
time.
is I'm going to teach
You don't give a fucking
all
shit.
your characters.
I'm trying to do this clobbering time.
They all play a little bit with it and pretend like to be super authentic. Like it was a little gathering, just on the spot. They didn't plan that ahead, probably like months and months ago. Absolutely not, right? And yeah, she didn't got this Loser Fruit, didn't got like more exposure for a channel. Probably a nice little contract with Disney Marvel herself there for some reason, with something. It's just a cringe fest, pretty much. It's just weird how they all pretend like how amazing each other's achievements are. I don't know about the movie. The movie might be great. We're gonna see over the weekend the numbers, if people are enjoying it. I'm not planning into watching it at all, so. But whatever. I just wanted to show you this little gathering of those very authentic celebrities with this Taylor Lawrence little sister there. She is not the real little sister, but she looks like a smaller, younger version of Taylor Lawrence. None of them cares. None of them. You're absolutely right. I mean, they care if they are in front of a camera, especially Pedro Pascal. Why Australians? I don't know why. Why not? Why are you so gay down under? And a little news. I don't plan on buying this because converted, I told you already, it cost me like $88, which is insane for a fucking add-on game that is standalone. Dying Light the Beast, delayed by 4 weeks to September 19th. So yeah, I don't know how to feel about that, but I thought I'm gonna inform you. Loser Fruit, what a name. I don't know. Her agency must be happy though. 5 point whatever million subscribers on YouTube. That's a number. She makes money. She is gooning, makes other goon all the time on her streams, by the way. I try to watch a little bit of her stuff. Speaking of gooning though. Speaking of gooning. Pedro getting in all the movies he can before his 15 minutes is over. His 15 minutes are a long 15 minutes, man, though. He started, I think, his career when I first seeing him on Game of Thrones. That was what? 15 years ago? Am I too wrong? Let's find out right now. We have a little bit more time, so. Pedro Pascal. When did he play in Game of Thrones? It might be already 15 years ago or some shit. His head was crushed. I remember that. Oh, wait. Here, Game of Thrones. Ah, not 15 years. About 10, 11 years ago. So that's a long 15 minutes, though. That's my point. Right? I was a little bit wrong there. The time frame. And he did a lot. He was in a lot of shit, man, since then. I mean, I forgot the rest, pretty much. He was an Equalizer. Where the fuck was he in Equalizer 2? Kingsman? I don't remember. What? I kind of remember him in Narcos, yes. The Great Wall with Matt Damon. Is that the one with Matt Damon? Damon? Yeah, it is. I don't remember in that. He is not rememberable. That's weird, right? But he is everywhere. But that's a lot. Triple Frontier, Mother Hacker, Community, Home Movie, whatever that is. Wonder Woman. He was not very pleased with his looks in Wonder Woman. He was maybe not gay enough. I don't fucking know. Called Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, Massive Talent, whatever that is. Bobble, Mandalorian, of course. He was in a lot of shit. Gladiator 2, where he was extra gay once more. So yeah, long 15 minutes. Long 15 minutes, buddy. I don't know why people like that, but it is what it is. OAFP. Matt Damon. Okay, disclaimer first. I don't care for VTubers. I am very skeptical about most of them, if they even are the gender they are displaying with their character on screen. The story about this here is mainly going on with the VTuber Iron Mouse. The first time I heard Iron Mouse, I was like instantly, something is off with the voice completely. Not only because it's high pitched, it was sounding like weirdly synthetic. Just something was off for my ears. And I contributed like the fact of it's being streamed on it was on X. X has not the greatest audio quality in the first place, and then it was like streamed over a different platform through the third time quasi rumble as an encoding. So that those issues, those artifacts could have been because of all those the chains of encoding. So I went to the source. On her YouTube channel, I watched her newest one and her oldest one. And I'm calling her, but I actually still am skeptical. I still think it's a dude with a voice synthesizer. Maybe a good voice synthesizer, maybe not so good, because I think I hear something is going on with the audio quality there and the audio issues. So that's just my take on it. I'm going to remain skeptical, especially I'm not going to give them money. That's my main point here. I'm not going to give them money. Only if I maybe learn privately about them, maybe directly about them, I might consider them as friends or not. I had my own story here in Rumble, by the way, about somebody who I'm sure it's a she. I'm absolutely sure about that. But the character, the mindset behind those people is a little bit weird sometimes. So you might have all kinds of reasons to hide behind a VTuber model. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to protect your privacy. Absolutely okay with that. But if you're pretending to be a different gender, something is fishy in general. That's my take on it. So I still think Iron Mouse might be a dude or something else is going on with the voice there. I was pointed out at the moment I stated this in a different chat. It was pointed out to me. It's because she was sick and still is sick. She has an immune deficiency sickness, and that's the reason why her voice is so high pitched and all that. So I looked up what her immune deficiency illness does to her. Nothing points out, though, that the vocal cords are going to be affected by this illness. It might be a lung infection, but the lung doesn't change your voice. That's what your vocal cords are for. Just pointing that out. That's sad. I'm still not trusting Iron Mouse. That's sad. This company where Iron Mouse was like in partnership, VShojo, just imploded because the story goes like that. VTuber CEO admits to spending charity money as agency implodes. Great stuff there. I don't get VTubers, but to each their own. I watched a VTuber whose character was a girl, but the voice was a dude. Yeah, we have those people on Rumble too. They don't change their voice and they are very open about it. Yeah, I'm just using a female character. It's okay. It's okay. It was weird, lol. I don't mind VTubers as much as Flash or Hypnotic. Flash is not a VTuber yet. He told already he is in the looks though. About a model, an animated one, finally. Hypnotic is one, yeah. Who just hide behind an avatar and talk shit. People have pretended to be another gender since forever, Ike. Yeah, that's not the issue. That's not the issue. My issue is about, like, the simps in particular. The simps just... Pretty much no simp know about those people behind the characters. But they are simps for a reason. They just want to goon. Oh, jiggly physics. Animated jiggly physics. Not even like photographed real titties and made like in motion. It's a little bit different than just pretending. It's not the pretending part itself. Earlier this week, popular VTuber Iron Mouse accused talent agency VShojo of failing to pay out money she was owed, including over $500,000 for charity as part of a record-breaking Twitch subathon last fall. Now VShojo has revealed it's shutting down after failing to raise more investment funds, and the CEO has even admitted to spending some of the charity money on trying to keep the business afloat. And we're going to read the message directly. We're not going to depend on Kotaku there. VShojo has failed and I've mismanaged the company into the situation we are all witnessing. So today I'm sharing the difficult news that VShojo is shutting down. And I take full responsibility for the decisions that led us to this point. I've been doing everything I can to fundraise and right the ship these past few months, but despite my efforts, we are in a worse position. And those I care about are now paying the price. I think actually, I'm not defending him or anything like that. But phrasing it this way, I think, shows me a little bit of his character. Like, and those I care about are now paying the price for his fails, right? For his mismanagement. He's pointing that out that he is like kind of hurt himself, probably. Maybe, I don't know. At least we know his face because I put it on the thumbnail. Over the past few years, we raised around 11 million to pursue a bold talent-first approach on VTubing, prioritizing creators and community over short-term profits to achieve long-term sustainability. Our funding went directly to our creators through a generous split. through generous splits. Debut and investments, infrastructure, content, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. We also wanted talent to own their IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for an agency. So many agencies, as far as I have learned in all those months now, many have like agencies behind them, and those many agencies own actually the VTuber model, the character, and they're just pretty much giving them like the opportunity. Yeah, use it. Go in front of the camera. This model is designed for you, and it moves according with your movement in front of the camera and all that. So, but it's our intellectual property. So many agencies do that, it seems. And VShojo didn't do that, supposedly, which we knew was a unique first. However, despite all our efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain that model. And eventually we ran out of money. I'm just wondering, how can that really happen? If you manage like the money income in the first place, which obviously is what happened here. The subathon, the money went to VShojo in the case of Iron Mouse here, and they just misused the money. So it's just weird. How can you not sustain if you know how the money flow is in the first place? What the heck did you do all in the back? Additionally, I acknowledge that some of the money spent by the company was raised in connection with talent activity, which I later learned was intended to the charitable initiative. At the time, we were working hard to raise additional investment capital to cover our costs, and I firmly believed, based on the information available to us, that we would be able to do so and cover all the expenses. We were unsuccessful in our fundraising efforts. I made the decision to pursue funding, and I own its consequences. I am deeply sorry to all the talents, staff, friends, and community members who believed in our brand. You did not deserve this. So, stating those things, and especially like, and I own its consequences, shows me, I think, again, his character, he didn't want this to happen in the first place, probably. Otherwise, you would phrase it differently, to like take the responsibility maybe somehow, but not admitting anything and not like telling the people that you take all the consequences, if you know what I mean. It's just nicely phrased for sure, you know, like more empathy in this whole little letter here. Oh, he kind of goes, show me the general ledger. General ledger? What? I don't know what the general ledger is. Oh, you mean of the VShojo? Like what was their income and their output? Oh, cool frog. And Iron Mouse actually responded to that, and I don't know how to feel about Iron Mouse. I just don't. I don't think it's a girl. Yeah, the books. Yeah, would be interesting. Would be interesting, right? To see like how much money did they made and how much did they invest, and where was the misplacing of the funds? Like what concert was way too expensive and you didn't get the money back, for example, right? That would be interesting. Iron Mouse said, "You broke my heart, my spirit, and my trust." Yeah, I mean, do different deals. I don't want stuff like that to happen to anybody who puts work, who puts effort in their career, in their streaming, content creating career. But like, my spirit and my trust, I don't know, man. You sound like you want more empathy now from your community and enlarge your community. And that's my issue with those VTubers. You're pretending in the first place. What tells me you're not pretending like for empathy in general? Like, you're absolutely healthy, you're just making an insane amount of money. I mean, I'm going to give her like the benefit of a doubt. I don't know. I can't prove otherwise, no matter what direction, right? But yeah, maybe you're not a girl. Maybe you're not real. Maybe it's an other agency behind you. Maybe it's another agency behind you. But the charity funding stuff, I think it's legit, and probably that might have been really hurtful if everything is true what she told her community and in the public here. Very bad situation. So she left because after months and months of discussions, as far as I understood, they didn't give her the money. Nothing happened. Now she just left. She said goodbye. And that made like other VTubers leave also VShojo. And all that money is now gone. We don't know if some VTuber got their money and all that. It's not clear. We have to wait for more clarification on those issues, on those money issues. But VShojo just imploded because of her leaving and others along with Iron Mouse. Weird situation, but yeah, don't fuck your community over in general. That's my take for it. It's sad when people lose their livelihood. Hopefully everyone gets back on their feet. That's hard to say. Will this Justin Ignacio, or what his name was, sorry, will he be able to do another company like that? And why would he do another company for VTubers if he had no funds for this one to keep it up? All weird. Last little news, and we are good on time actually. Do you remember that Microsoft laid off about 9,000 plus people? You remember that maybe? But don't worry, Microsoft is doing good. Because Microsoft told us, before anything else, I want to speak to what's been weighing heavily on me and what I know many of you are thinking about, the recent job eliminations. These decisions are among the most difficult we have to make. They affect people we've worked alongside, learned from, and shared countless moments with our colleagues, teammates, and friends. I want to express my sincere gratitude to those who have left. Layoffs are not leaving, and like you make it sound like they went on their own, left. Who were kicked out. That's what happened, bitch. And it's, by the way, I think the new CEO, the chairman, yeah, the CEO, Satya Nadella, or this Indian guy, I think. Their contributions have shaped who we are as a company, helping build the foundation we stand on today. And for that, I am deeply, deeply grateful. Yeah, so deeply, let them go, right? You let them go. I also want to acknowledge the uncertainty and seeming incongruence of times of the times we are in. By every objective measure, not just some, by every objective measure, Microsoft is thriving. Our market performance, strategic positioning, and growth all point up to the right. We are investing more in CapEx than ever before. Our overall headcount is relatively unchanged, and some of the talent and expertise in our industry and at Microsoft is being recognized and rewarded at levels never seen before. So they are actually doing amazingly, but still they needed to lay those 9,000 plus people off to save money. And yet, at the same time, we've undergone layoffs. No shit, Sherlock. And then he tells us a little bit more about in what they are investing. I mean, we knew already, I think it was 80 billion or some shit. US dollars investment for AI. We must reimagine our mission for a new era. What does empowerment look like in the era of AI? It's not just about building tools for specific roles or tasks. It's about building tools that empower everyone to create their own tools. That's the shift we are driving, from a software factory to an intelligence engine, empowering everyone, every person and organization to build whatever they need to achieve. Yeah, sure, that's your goal. Just giving out all those tools and then, oh yeah, but those tools are on a subscriber base, by the way. And they are not going to give you like the opportunity to make the same tool they're using right now for free. I just full of it, so the CEO of Microsoft. But yeah, that's what they are driving for. AI is a big, big thing for Microsoft, obviously. Otherwise, why would they invest 80 fucking billion US dollars? And lay off at the same time. But they are thriving by every measure. They are thriving. It's sad when people lose their allowance. I read all it. RGM, Microsoft wants to replace Americans with Indians and say it's because of AI. I don't think they're gonna like get new people from India. Also, Microsoft is since ever in the business of outsourcing from India, so it's not wouldn't be anything new. If they lay off everyone, who is going to make the games? AI. AI. I had like last week. I don't remember the company's name. But the guys who built like AI tools, who trained those tools, who programmed those tools, and then were laid off. And the tools will now use themselves, itself pretty much, to make that work, to overcome those tasks that the people did. The same people who trained. Which is a completely weird world we are living, actually. Makes me have more faith in Microsoft Windows ecosystem. They are going to replace experiences devs with AI. More faith? How so? I say that because the layoffs are less than new additions from H1Bs and offshoring. That could be. I haven't seen like new numbers, how many more people they got now from India or anything like that. That could be, but I would be surprised. That would make headlines more, I assume. If everyone is going to be replaced by AI, everyone will be poor, and this is how the human resistance is born. Don't forget your phased plasma rifles in the 40 watt range. Yeah, but who is going to build those phased plasma rifles? If not AI in the AI factory. Huh? In the AI controlled factory. You're dreaming there, John. For non-critical systems like Xbox, it's okay if there's some bugs, but in some environments, a crash or bug can be that. It wouldn't be too sad if Microsoft is gone. Would force all of us kind of like to relearn other operating systems, to do other software, program other software for Linux or maybe Mac. But I don't know Mac, so would be then Linux, either Ubuntu or another distribution. So who says it wouldn't be a good thing if Microsoft also just like VShojo implodes all of a sudden? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be fantastic? And the voices are not working on the news show. John, get your facts straight. Right. Anyhow, everybody, I did it in 1 hour and 5 minutes. I hope you enjoyed whatever you saw in the news today. It was a little bit mixed news, like a lot of anime, actually, kind of stuff. But that's what I bring to you. Like a lot of unknown, not big news out there, but still might be important news stuff, you know. Every day, Monday through Friday, here on this channel, 10 a.m. Switzerland.playit, 10 a.m. Eastern, Switzerland.playit, gives you the TAGN, the Angry Game News. I hope you learned. I hope you memorize stuff like that. If you don't memorize, by the way, drink some coffee with mushroom in it. Lion's mane is the main ingredients there, the mushroom. That keeps you a little bit more focused on stuff and keeps your stuff more memorized, by the way. And I think it actually works because I feel like I am being better since I started doing it. Might be only placebo, though. Who knows? Hey, thank you for being around. Anyone who wants to switch to Linux, I'll offer my time to help anyone here switch. I think actually Ubuntu is probably the best if you want just to switch without being overwhelmed with too many like commands and all that. It probably has the best intuitive interface for a newcomer, for people who have no idea about computers. Ubuntu might be the best one. The problem is with Linux, like those softwares and games in particular are a big issue still. They just need to work. People don't want to go into the command line. Do just a simple little command to download certain required little tools. People want just like on Steam, just download every game they can and just play it. So Linux has to work hard with Valve there. Maybe new Gables, new AI stuff will help make that happen. Have a good one, everyone. Next stream is gonna be probably on Saturday or Sunday. Ghost of Tsushima. We need to kill those Mongoloids. Ahoy! Bye-bye. My name is Ike. That was Switzerland.playit. Till next time.